Good morning, children. Sairam. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Yes? So, are you all ready for today's session? Yes. So, today we are going to continue with chapter number 6. Okay, part 3. Okay. So, today we are going to see properties of division. Properties of division. Okay. The first property is division of a number by 1. Division of a number by 1. So if we divide any number by 1, then the quotient is the number itself. Okay. If we divide any number by 1, then the answer, that means the quotient, is the number itself. Okay. So see, a number when divided by 1 gives the same number as the quotient. Okay. For example, if we divide any number, here I have given 112 divided by 1, which is equal to the same number. Okay. If you take any number, so simply if you take 6 divided by 1, then you get the answer is 6. So if we divide any number, so 6 divided by 1, then 1 6 are 6, isn't it? 6 ones are 6. So here we have to put 6. So if we subtract, we get 0 and quotient is 6 again. So if we divide any number by 1, then we get the quotient as the number itself. Okay, this is the first property. Okay, the second one, division of a number by itself. Division of a number by itself. So if we divide a number by itself, so if we divide 6 by 6, then what we will get? So here 1 6 are, one time will go, isn't it? So 1 6 are 6. So if we subtract 0. So if we divide a number by itself, then we get quotient as 1. Okay, then we get the quotient as 1. For example, 12 divided by 12, which is equal to 1. Okay, so if we divide any number by itself, then we get the quotient as 1. Okay, this is the second property. Okay, the third one, division of 0 by a number. Division of 0 by a number. So if we divide 0 by any number, then we get the quotient as 0. Okay, if we divide 0 by any number, then we get the quotient as 0. Okay, see, 0 when divided by any number gives the quotient as 0. For example, 0 divided by 13, which is equal to 0. So instead of 13, if we put any number, 2, 3, any number, then we get the quotient as 0. Okay, this is the third property. Okay. Fourth one, division of a number by 0. Division of a number by 0. It is not possible to divide a number by 0. So we cannot divide any number by 0. It is not possible to divide any number by 0. So we cannot divide any number by 0. Okay. So these are the 4 properties of division. Okay, what is the first property? If we divide any number by 1, then we get the quotient as the number itself. Okay. Second one, if we divide any number by itself, then we get the quotient as 1. Isn't it? The third one, if we divide 0 by any number, then we get the quotient as 0. Okay. And the fourth one is, we cannot divide any number by 0. It is not possible to divide any number by 0. This is the fourth property of division. So using these properties, we are going to solve some problems. Okay. Exercise 6.3. First question, fill in the blanks. Okay. Part A, 9 divided by 9. 9 divided by 9. So, we are going to divide a number by itself. So, what we will get? We will get the quotient as 1. Isn't it? If we divide a number by itself, then we get the quotient as 1. Isn't it? So, we have to write 1 here. Yes, have you all understood, children? This is the second property, isn't it? If we divide any number by itself, then we will get the answer. That means the quotient as 1. So, we have to write 1 here. Okay. The second one, 462 divided by 1. 462 divided by 1. So, if we divide any number by 1, first property, if we divide any number by 1, then we get the quotient as the number itself, isn't it? The number itself. So, what is the number? 462. So, the quotient is 462. Okay. The third one, 364 divided by 0. 364 divided by 0. Fourth property. Do you remember? It is not possible to divide any number by 0. Isn't it? So, here we cannot divide. Isn't it? It is not possible to divide a number by 0. Isn't it? That is the fourth. So, that is the fourth property of division, isn't it? It is not possible to divide any number by 0. So, here we have to write not possible. Okay? Not possible. Okay? Fourth one, 0 divided by 1598. The third property. If we divide 0 by any number, then we get the quotient as 0, isn't it? So, the answer is 0. Okay. The last one, 16 divided by 1. 16 divided by 1. First property. So, if we divide any number by 1, then we get the quotient as the number itself, isn't it? Here the number is 16. So, the quotient is 16 here. So, we have to write 16. Is it clear, children? Have you all understood? Yes. The next one, second question. Fill in the boxes. So, using those properties, we are going to fill in the boxes. Okay. See the first one, 718 divided by dash, which is equal to 718. So the answer is the number itself, isn't it? So which property comes here? First one, isn't it? If we divide any number by 1, if we divide any number by 1, then we get the quotient as the number itself, isn't it? So here we have to write 1. Okay. So 718 divided by 1, which is equal to 718. Okay. Second one, C dash divided by 1132, which is equal to 1. So when we get the quotient as 1, so if we divide a number by itself, isn't it? Then we'll get the quotient as 1. So the number by itself. What is the number here? 1132, isn't it? So here also we have to write 1132. Okay. So 1132 divided by 1132, which is equal to 1. Okay. The third one, F division. 0 divided by dash, which is equal to 0. 0 divided by dash, which is equal to 0. So when we will get the quotient as 0? So if we divide 0 by any number, isn't it? If we divide 0 by any number, then we get the quotient as 0, isn't it? So here we have to write any number. Any number. Okay. So if we divide 0 by any number, then we'll get the quotient as 0. Have you all understood, children? Yes. So we'll move on to the next one. Multiplication and division facts. Multiplication and division facts. Exercise 6.4. First question. Write 2 division facts for each multiplication fact. Write 2 division facts for each multiplication fact. So here, so they have given multiplication fact. So we are going to write 2 division facts for each multiplication fact. Okay. So see in the first one, 7 into 8, which is equal to 56. So we can say that there are 7 children. Okay, there are 7 children and each child has 8 chocolates. So totally they are having 56 chocolates. Like that we can say. Yes. So here division fact. So 56 chocolates can be divided equally among 8 children such that each child is having 7 chocolates. Like that we can say, or 56 chocolates can be divided equally among 7 children such that each child has 8 chocolates. Like that we can say, isn't it? So see the second one, B. 9 into 5, which is equal to 45. So for this we can write 2 division facts. 45 divided by 5, which is equal to 9, and 45 divided by 9, which is equal to 5. So like that we can write 2 multiplication fact. So for the other things we have to write. Okay. C. 8 into 4 which is equal to 32. So what is the first division fact? 32 divided by 4 which is equal to 8. Okay. The next one, 32 divided by 8 which is equal to 4. So these are the two division facts for 8 into 4 which is equal to 32. Okay. See the D1, 10 into 9 which is equal to 90. So for this we are going to write two division facts. So we have to write this 90 first. This is the dividend. Okay. So 90 divided by 9 which is equal to 10. The second one is 90 divided by 10 which is equal to 9. So these are the two division facts. Okay. The last one, 2 into 1 which is equal to 2. So for this we are going to write two division facts. Okay. So this 2 is the dividend. So 2 divided by 1 which is equal to 2. The next one is 2 divided by 2 which is equal to 1. So these are the two division facts for 2 into 1 which is equal to 2. So you can copy down these in your textbook. Okay. Have you all understood, children? Yes. So we shall move on to the next one. Second question. Write two multiplication facts for each division fact. So now we are going to write two multiplication facts for given division fact. Okay. So here this 36 is the product. Okay. 36 is the product. So we can write 9 into 4 which is equal to 36 and 4 into 9 which is equal to 36. So what are the two multiplication facts? 4 into 9 is equal to 36. Next one is 9 into 4 which is equal to 36. So here the dividend is the product. Okay, the dividend is the product. Okay, the second one is, which one is product? 42, isn't it? 42 is the product of these two numbers. So how can we write two multiplication facts? So first one, 6 into 7 equal to 42. And next one is 7 into 6 which is equal to 46. So like that we can write. So for the remaining we are going to write. So in this 24 divided by 4 which is equal to 6. So here the dividend is the product of these two numbers. So which dividend is 24. So 24 is the product. So we can write 4 into 6 which is equal to 24. So 4 into 6 which is equal to 24. And next one is 6 into 4. 6 into 4 which is equal to 24. Okay. So these are the two multiplication facts. The next one, 12 divided by 1 which is equal to 12. So here the dividend is the product. So 12 is the product. So first multiplication fact is 1 into 12. 1 into 12 which is equal to 12. And next one is 12 into 1. So 12 into 1, which is equal to 12. Okay, have you all understood? Yes, the last one, 40 divided by 8, which is equal to 5. So here the dividend is 40. So 40 is the product. Okay, product of these two numbers, 8 and 5. So first multiplication factors, 8 into 5. 8 into 5, which is equal to 40. This 40. The next one is 5 into 8. So 5 into 8, which is equal to 40. Okay, so these are the two multiplication facts. So you can copy down these in your textbook. Okay, children? Have you all understood? Yes. So practice at your home. Okay, study well. Thank you.